Greetings of the day, everyone. Today, I'm going to give you some tips that will take your speaking game to the next level, and that is by introducing Aristotle's strategies. These strategies are given by the king of rhetorics himself, Aristotle, so you're bound to get better in the entire world of talks and speeches. So, let's begin. So, there are three Aristotle strategies: Pathos, Ethos, and Logos. To begin with, ethos. What is ethos? And that is, in other words, ethics. How do you introduce ethos strategy in your talk? The first way to do is, as cliche as it may sound, is to be a good person. In all reality, the way you introduce ethos in a talk begins much before you actually give a talk. You have to create a good reputation in the society or in the public. That is why people will trust you and come to a talk. Second is to be a credible resource. You have to be someone eligible to give the information that you are giving. Not everybody would like to hear advice from any Tom, Dick, and Harry. They want to listen something from someone that they trust or something that they are good at. For example, let's say we are talking about vaccinations. Not everybody would like to listen about vaccinations to any common man, but rather they would like to get advice from a credible resource, such as a doctor or another way to introduce ethos in your talk is by marketing yourself really well. You have to do it much before your talk to get people to know that why you are eligible enough to talk about that particular topic. So that is done by proper marketing through billboards and social media advertisements. Another simple way to introduce ethos in a topic is to show up early for your audience. Nobody likes to waste their time, and most importantly, nobody likes to get their time wasted by somebody else. So please be early to your audience, and that will be one of the best way to create a good reputation. Remember, first impression is very important. Now let's talk about the second strategy, and that is pathos. What is exactly pathos? Pathos is basically creating an emotional bond with your audience. And how do you do that? The first way to use pathos is by using emotional topics. A good example of this is, instead of titling your talk, How to Talk in a Group, say How to Beat Social Anxiety. And that tends to trigger people's emotional values and cause and allows them to come to a talk believing in that. Another way to add pathos is to match what you're saying with your body language. Everybody loves an excited speaker. Nobody loves a lousy speaker talking about their life story. So be excited, be passionate, let them know why you are the right person to talk about it. Be passionate when you're talking about it. Use your emotions, use your core emotions come out, and your audience will be easily convinced, or rather emotionally touched. The third strategy that I'm going to talk about is logos. Logos is basically logic. How to convince your audience with logic. First way to use logos in your talk is to be comprehensive. Make sure what you say is understandable to the audience. Second way is to be logical. Make sure that whatever you say makes sense and that whatever that you claim has an evidence backing up. Now, how do you do this? You do this by doing ample amount of research and proving whatever that you say by backing them up with sources from where you got them, or quoting them with important people telling them. The third way to use logos in your speak is to be specific. Be specific about what you're talking. Don't mix it up with various ideas. It will only confuse your audience. I would like to conclude today's video by saying that although logos is extremely important, logos by itself isn't that effective as told by Aristotle himself. So make sure to use all the three strategies: pathos, ethos, and logos. And this will take your speech to the next level. Thank you for listening, and I hope you found this video useful.